Chelsea Football Club, your transfers are absolutely annoying me because the reality is it looks like Joao Felix could be going to Aston Villa. Disasi agrees personal terms with Aston Villa, and now we're hearing that Chelsea Football Club are going back in for Duran at £80 million. Do you think we're stupid? Let's talk about it. Let's explain the full story, the full context behind everything. Then Renato Veiga goes on loan, and you know what I think Renato Veiga didn't remember, right? He's coming back. It's a dry loan. And he says some stuff that makes me get very angry and makes my blood boil. Because for me, it's a slap in the face for every Chelsea fan that defended him. Not me, I never defended him, I said sell him. However, for the rest of you who told me, oh no, Renato's only a centre-back, he only wants to play centre-back, it's going to be a nice open of the eyes moment for you. And finally, Cassidy, David Washington and Carney Chukwuemeka still at the club. Why? I gave the club a very easy solution. I gave the club what they needed to do at the end of the last window, and they didn't listen to me. So I'm going to do it again, hopefully because the channel's bigger. It gets to the club and maybe they implement it. But before we get started, hit that like button. 1,000 likes, honestly, goes a massive way. The algorithm realizes, hold on, people like to watch the Kavkas View. Let's spread him around. And finally, we're 39 away from 39k. Genuinely, subscribe to the channel. It's the easiest way to support. Let's get started. I think the obsession with Duran and Samu is absolutely gone beyond compare within the Chelsea fan base. Those two players were basically, we need to stay away from them. Now, every time they score, it's, oh my God, what have we done? Duran was meant to be a Chelsea player, right? Chelsea were actively bidding for him. We know Chelsea put an initial bid in, then they backed off. Then we know they tried to sort out a PSR move with Aston Villa, and what happened was Conor Gallagher didn't want to go to Aston Villa. He ended up going to Atletico. We got Joao Felix, and we're in this predicament right now where Duran is at Aston Villa. He's scoring goals for fun. He's starting games instead of Ollie Watkins sometimes. Who would have thought that? And now it looks like Chelsea might be going back in for Duran, apparently. Well, a lot of this story is fabricated by fans, but what has been said? David Ornstein has come out and said Duran could be available for £80 million. If you want Duran's services, he's available for £80 million. First of all, that is a stupidly crazy number when the individual, in my opinion, does not start regularly for them, and you're literally paying for potential. Is he talented? Without a doubt. Does he have a phenomenal strike on him? Without a doubt. Could I see him going on to be one of the best strikers in the coming years? Yeah, without a doubt, I can. You can already see this is a natural goal scorer. Am I willing to pay £80 million for him? I wouldn't personally, because it's £80 million, right? I think we're paying crazy money, and at that fee, why are you not considering Alexander Isak? Why are you not looking at Victor Gyökeres? You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of questions that I'm asking myself. However, does he even want to come? Because the reality is, the story that's come out now is Joao Felix is going to go to Aston Villa. Unai Emery really wants him. And this is a story that's come out last year, right? Aston Villa were talking with Chelsea, with Atletico Madrid to secure his services. Unai Emery is really keen on the player. Joao Felix, apparently, there's no information coming out that he wants to leave Chelsea. All we keep hearing from Fabrizio Romano is 4 clubs are talking to Chelsea about the possibility of taking Joao Felix. Joao Felix is for sale at the right price. Like we've heard with all of our players. The right price, these players are for sale. This is the new ownership. There's no such thing as untouchables. Like, get that into your head. The right price, they're selling anyway. So the reality is, this is where it gets interesting. Are Chelsea going to do one of those PSR moves? I'm going to ask you 2 things, right? And I need you to answer it honestly. Why would Villa sell Duran? My opinion is Villa shouldn't be even considering selling Duran. You've got him on a new contract. He's only going to get better with more minutes because that's what the evidence suggests. Every time he plays, he scores a goal. Every time he plays, he scores a crazy goal. The more he plays, the more of a superstar he's becoming because the goals that he scores are viral moments. Genuinely, it's from 30 yards, it's bicycle kicks, it's leaping headers like a salmon. It's goals that you want to see over and over again. It's never ugly goals. So the reality is, why are Aston Villa going to sell him unless you bid something stupid? And then this is the final question. Why are you getting rid of Joao Felix? In this team, apart from Cole Palmer, name a better attacker than Joao Felix. Pedro Neto can't compete with him in my opinion. Noni Madueke, are you serious? Mudryk, he can't even get on the pitch at the moment. Jadon Sancho, what's he doing? Dribbling from one side of the pitch to the other without taking a shot. Nicholas Jackson, good player. That's it. You know what I mean? At this moment in time, that's it. Joao Felix is the one that should be our left wing. If Chelsea were a serious institution, and in my opinion, if Enzo Maresca was a serious manager that was willing to be a little bit flexible, I like him. I think he's going to be a good manager for us. But if he was a little bit flexible, we would have Felix, Palmer, Neto, or Sancho. You get the creativity and the balance on the right. You get Palmer doing his madness in the middle. Felix coming in and taking shots, threading through passes, driving past people, creating chaos on the left. Jackson at the number 9. And I think that would be enough for us to secure top 4. Whether it's enough for us to win a league, I highly disagree, right? However, at this moment in time, we shouldn't be letting Felix go. So in the comments below, let me know. Would you let Felix go if it meant Duran comes in? And do you actually think Aston Villa would sell John Duran? I don't think so, I'll be honest. Another player Aston Villa won, and I don't understand why, is Disasi. Axel Disasi has agreed personal terms with Aston Villa, right? Phenomenal news. Not fully. So the move is only going to be a dry loan. What does that mean? It means he goes there, we get a nice fee, they take his wages, he comes back in 6 months. That is a problem in a lot of people's eyes because they're like, you're strengthening Aston Villa because they've got Carlos that's gone to, I think, Fenerbahce, and Tyrone Mings is injured for a few weeks or maybe a month or 2. I don't know the extent of his knee injury just yet. However, this is where I'm going to ask you guys a few questions because this is what we're doing today. I'm in the mood to ask you questions. If all of you are telling me, because a big, vast proportion in my comments after Disasi plays agree with me, I never want to see Disasi wear a Chelsea kit again. Why on earth is this a problem that we're loaning him to Aston Villa? In my opinion, we're weakening a rival. People are going to say, no, you're strengthening him. No, by sending Disasi there, I know for a fact they're not going to go get anyone better to be the cover to Tyrone Mings or Carlos. So, what I'm trying to do is send Disasi there. Let them deal with Disasi. We all know signing Disasi was a mistake, right? We can all agree. What do you want them to do if no one wants to buy him? Do you want him to sit like Ben Chilwell? We carry on paying his wages and then he's unhappy. He's going to be moaning that he's not playing because it's only normal. It's literally, I want to play football. Let me go. Aston Villa want me. That's what he's going to say. Get the fee. Let him play. If he plays okay, at least we get some kind of a transfer fee in the summer for him. But at this moment in time, you're bringing his book value down and you're getting some money back into the club. Genuinely, it's only common sense, people. Yet people are so entrenched with hating the directors, right? Chelsea Football Club's directors are a lot of things. In my opinion, they're not competent. I don't think they are very good at their jobs. I think they are learning. Do I think they're going to take us to the promised land? Hell no, I really don't think so. However, I am also not goggle-eyed to the point where I only see negative. When they do something good, I tell you guys, I think they're doing something good. And in this case, they're getting Disasi out. Well done. Applause. Well done. You're not going to get any medals for it, but you are going to get a well done out of it. So when I tell you guys, right, there are certain signings we sign because we're just going to flip them and make profit and they're not of the level. Some of you get upset. You know, you tell me, oh, Renato Veiga is the best left centre-back we had. There was somebody in the comments. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But if you leave a comment, I'm allowed to cook you for your opinion the way you lot cook me in the DMs for my opinions, right? Someone said, Renato Veiga is the best left centre-back we have at the club. I'm responding to you now. On what planet are you watching this football? Because the reality is, if Renato Veiga is our best left centre-back, I don't know whether you're watching football. He must be playing a different sport. Because Renato Veiga is immobile. Renato Veiga isn't as crisp on the ball as people want him to be. I think he's overly aggressive, as in he loves to dive into a challenge. He prefers to slide in and get the crowd pumped rather than read the play and intercept and then be still on his feet to pass the ball straight away, right? He's very aggressive, very rash, and he looks very raw in that position. You can tell he hasn't played a lot of minutes there. However, he's gone on loan to Juventus. And what I noticed is, when he went on loan, he wrote up the same speech that he basically spieled at Chelsea. He basically recycled the same speech he done at Chelsea, but he done it at Juve. He went on ChatGPT and said, what does a football player say when he joins a new club if he plays at centre-back but can play midfield and play left-back? He literally did that, pushed the button, ChatGPT gave him an answer, and Renato said this: I am a left-footed centre-half. I can play in the midfield and I can play left-back. I'm happy to play wherever the manager places me. Broski, I thought you said you wanted to go there to only play centre-half. I thought you wanted to go there on a dry loan because long-term you see a future at Chelsea and you want to be a centre-half because you want to prolong your career in Portuguese national team. You lied. The reality is, he realised quickly he's not of the level of Chelsea Football Club. He realised quickly Enzo Maresca was never going to utilise him as a left centre-half because he was never going to get ahead of Badiashile, nor was he going to get in front of Levi Colwill. He was always going to be Cucurella's cover, and even then, Cucurella was never getting rotated because pivotal to the team, and in the midfield, he can't hack it in the Prem. So what happened? He panicked and decided to want to leave Chelsea. Then when nobody paid the money, he started saying, I'm going to dry loan, I want to come back and be successful. Now he's gone there and he's twerking for Juventus. I never want to see him wear a Chelsea kit again. I never want to see Renato Veiga wear a Chelsea kit again. I want him to go on loan. I want him to absolutely smash it. And I want someone to pay us £30 million for him. Genuinely, get rid of him. He's not of the level. I don't think he ever will be. I think he's very, very mediocre. The final thing I want to talk about is Chelsea's outgoings. I think Chelsea operate far too slow. When the window opened, I said I wanted a centre-half recalled. I wanted a midfielder recalled. And if you can get me a striker, I'll be over the moon. Those were the three things I wanted. As of this date, I got my centre-half recalled. I have not got a midfielder. I've not got a striker. No problem. I also asked for Cassidy, David Washington, Carney, Ben Chilwell, Disasi, Veiga. Get these deals done. Problem is, they've been negotiating a Cassidy deal to Torino, to Lazio, to any Italian club that you can name all window. Carney Chukwuemeka, it's gone quiet. We're not even hearing stories. We heard a couple stories about Juventus are looking at him. Strasbourg could be looking at him. Nothing. David Washington, I'm not even hearing anything. The guy's gone to the Copa America for under 20s, and genuinely, it looks like we're going to waste another season of David's life. And what I'm saying here is, evidently, our sporting directors can't do both sides of the job. They can't loan, they can't sell, and they can't buy. They can't do any sides of the job. So why don't we hire an additional person, like I said before, and that additional person just deals with the French players, the Carney Chukwuemekas, the David Washingtons, the Raksakis, the Keanu Dyers, the Tariq Georges, the Josh Achempongs. If there's loans for them, if there's deals that need to be sorted out for them, that person is entrusted and we allocate resources. You know, for a corporation, right, like Chelsea Football Club, that prides itself from being mobile, from being able to discuss topics like such as an organization. You know, what's that word they always say? We're fluid. We actively talk with different departments. They don't really like to allocate resources to other elements of the business. How about you give other people responsibilities? Why is it Winstanley and Stewart are the ones handling all of this? Cassidy's deal should have been done by now. Carney's deal should have been done by now. It's the 28th of January. And both players are still at Chelsea Football Club. Why? Why? Answer. I don't know. I don't like how they're wasting their time. I don't like how they're wasting our time. And what I don't want to happen is the window closes and both players are still here. Because it's not fair. It really isn't. But it is what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts, because that's what's important at this moment in time. And over here, we've got another video regarding yesterday's news that you've clearly missed. So go check it out. It'll give you a good update. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.